situation is getting warmer.
You yourself set up a charity, and how did it start?
It started 3 years ago, so 2016, and I was basically just walking through Colchester, and I got speaking to a few of the different homeless people, and I realised sort of how easy it is to become homeless and how everyone has a different story.
And it's one paycheck away, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely one paycheck away. And like we were discussing a minute ago, like one guy that I spoke to, he was being abused by his parents from a young age, about 14. He lived in Wales, a tiny little village, and the only option he sort of felt he had was to run away. So he ran away, like I say, about 14, 15, and he'd been on the streets ever since. Yeah, obviously got mixed up in drugs and things like that, which is easily done. Yeah, and it just became his way of life. So for me, being a music promoter, I wanted to kind of team the two up. So we could set up a charity and also help people expose their music.
So you say we, initially it's you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was me. And I went round a friend's house. I just basically roped in all my friends. Adam Merchant, who runs Cram Duplication, he's printed out the CDs for me. Yeah. Jay Montgomery, who's in Shooty and the Bang Bang.
Yes,
he helped me with like designing the first CD and sort of, because I had no clue. I just literally was like, I want to make a CD, how do I do it? So he helped me out. So yeah, I roped in a few people, but it has been basically all off my own back.
So from that then, you got the first CD. How was that? What was the response like for that?
It was good. Not as good as what the second CD's been, because I don't think people quite understood what was going on.
Okay.
But yeah, we still had about 15 tracks donated to us from all different musicians across Essex.
So now, of course, once that gets out, everyone wants to get on those CDs.
Yeah, definitely. Great. I mean, we sold, it's not mega amounts, but we sold like 100 odd of CDs, and then we put it up for download as well. So we had a lot of downloads as well. Okay. So it's a good way to get exposure, and I know everyone, or most people want to help, but they just don't know how. So this has given people a way of,
So on the
helping.
CDs itself, then you've obviously got details of how to get in touch with the charity as well.
Yes, on the back of the CD, there's our Facebook and Instagram. We don't actually have a website. I've never found the need, but yeah, Facebook's our main thing. And off the back of setting this up, we get a lot of donations. So we get a lot of people message throughout the year. So even when we're not running events, we're still collecting things. We collect stuff for the Women's Refuge, like unused makeup, toys for Christmas.
Right.
So yeah, it's an all year round thing.
And you've done live sessions as well with bands. Have you put actual live gigs on?
Yeah, we've done a few live gigs, or quite a few now, and we had a stall at Colchester Big Sunday last year.
Okay.
Our next event is on the 9th of November at Three Wise Monkeys.
Right, that'll be good.
Yes, starts at 8 o'clock, finishes late, so it'll be really good. All musicians.
And all musicians, bands playing as well then?
Yep, all musicians, acoustic acts and bands, who for headlining, so should be loud, should be energetic.
And have you got Shooty and the Bang Bang involved as well then?
Not on this event, unfortunately. I know, without going into too much detail, they basically weren't available, so yeah. And then we've got another event on the 23rd at Essex University. Right. That's more heavy metal, but there is acoustic acts. It's going to be like a mini festival really, so, and that's open to everyone. So if you can get up to Essex Uni on the 23rd or come to Three Wise Monkeys on the 9th, that'd be perfect.
And you're going to be hosting this, or do you pick a host for that?
Yeah, no, I come along and host. We have a stall there with basically t-shirts for sale. We have the CDs for sale, and we have a bit of information from all the charities we support, just leaflets sort of describing what they do and things like that.
So the effect, because you yourself have just come, you're recovering as well, so having time to think about these things, because that can often set in if you're spending time to recover. You can then start to imagine what it's like for someone in a homeless situation. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, if I was, because I had a liver transplant, as we were talking about, and if I was homeless or recovering, I think mentally, I don't know if I could have done it, to be honest. I've been really lucky. I've had family and friends around, so. But yeah, if you was in that situation and you didn't have that family and friends, it would be very difficult.
And it's covered so much in Colchester. I know there are negatives to it as well, because obviously they get accosted as well, end up selling and so on. And the idea is to just try and extend a hand. So the money that you're raising, where does it go to? A homeless shelter?
Yeah, a lot of it goes to the actual homeless shelter, who are absolutely brilliant. They're open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. And they help with not just like housing someone, but they try to help rehome someone permanently. When someone is rehomed, they don't just leave them. They help them with finances. They help them with rehabilitation. They have social workers. So it's, you know, they work really, really hard, and they definitely deserve our support. And then you've got Colchester Rough Sleepers Group, who have recently set up the bus, the emergency night shelter bus.
That, yeah.
That's a brilliant project.
That's a fantastic idea. Yeah.
Brilliant. So we've been working closely with them as well. And like I mentioned, the Women's Refuge. Personally, I sort of don't have too much to do with them. They sort of keep themselves distanced a little bit, and they obviously don't advertise much. But yeah, we collect things like makeup for them and toys for them.
Okay. So if we need to get in touch with you, where's the best place? What's
definitely Facebook.
Okay.
Musicians supporting the homeless.
Musicians supporting the homeless on
Yes.
Facebook. And Danny Hiles, you're in charge of that, is that?
Yeah, I run that. I do everything, the events.
So you come home from work and then you get another coat on and you start work again all over.
Yeah, well, that used to be the case, but luckily I've been signed off for a year where I've had this operation, so it gave me time to get this second CD that we got coming out, get that sorted, and just sort of plan a bit ahead.
So the CD that you're producing, are they original songs or is it just...
Yep, all original songs. I think we've got 21 or 22 tracks.
Okay.
Mainly bands and acoustic, but there is one rap track on there at the end,
Okay.
which is what's the word?
Unique.
Yeah, unique, and it's very fitting for the cause.
Yeah. Well, actually, the English rap scene, we had David T. British come on.
Yeah.
Did a rap scene here, and it was really interesting talking about the cross references between America and the UK. And the UK are very much storytelling.
Yeah, definitely.
And they do write for a purpose, which not to say that the Americans don't, but it was just very unique. His description of what he thought and saw.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to stick around for the live session? Because you're welcome to stay.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Yeah.
And can I just say one more thing? If anyone who's listening is not on the registered donors list for organs, please think about joining up. It's very, very important. You could end up saving someone's life.
Yours inclusive?
Yeah, mine included. I'm ever so grateful.
So how far are you into the recovery then?
4 months.
Right.
4 months. The first 3 months, 2 months was hard. Loads of side effects. Very, very slow. But yeah, now I'm starting to feel really good.
And so it's not the trigger for you getting involved in charity. It just so happens that is another part.
No. When I was younger, I spent a bit of time in hostels and moving between like my nans and stuff like that and parents. So I kind of had a tiny bit of experience of not homelessness, but you know, that unease. And then
that was probably quite frightening as well when you were younger.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know too much. I remember like Father Christmas coming around to the hostel and stuff like that. So it was, to me, I just remember the good times. But there must have been times where, I didn't really know what was going on. And then again, like I say, just talking to homeless people in Colchester. Another story was a guy had moved down here from up north. He didn't have any family up there, and then he ended up splitting up with his wife and kids. She kept the house and she kicked him out. So then he was, you know, for anyone that's experienced it, if you go on the homeless list or the council list, you know, as a male with no children, nothing like that, you're not very high up, so you end up on the streets. And I thought, you know, that could be me, because I've moved to Colchester with my girlfriend. My parents, you know, one's in Spain, the other one I don't really see. And then we split up, and then I got sort of kicked out of the house, and then I ended up at a friend's house. So, yeah. And that was after setting up the charity, so it was like, oh.
It's very easy to get.
Yeah.
Well, look, Steve, thank you for coming along, and please stick around anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
The Three Wise Monkeys as well. Looking forward to that. And
Yes.
Get it up onto our What's On page as well.
Yeah, I will do, definitely.
Okay, on to the show. We've got live acoustic sessions as well very shortly. Okay, this is Hazy. Yeah. Yeah, rock and roll. John Paul Elliott did a live acoustic session not so long ago. Great little session indeed it was. So Danny Hiles, what do you think so far?
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're good. They're great, aren't they?
Brilliant live band.
So another band that perhaps could crowbar their way into the CD or a live session?
100% on the next CD. And if they're free next weekend, we've got a gig slot available.
Oh, it's gone quiet. Oh, we'll talk about it. Talk about it after the show. Right, okay then. So the third of the live acoustic sessions then, or live sessions really, from We Are All Fossils. This is called Bad Dreams.
Fall